Future is filled with so many tiny little choices that you make every part of every day that creates that future for you that you don't realize at the time might be one of the single most important choices you've ever made and results in the person you are now. I mean, when I look back at my life and all of the things I've done, and there have been many, like you've said. So, I mean, after law school, I went into private practice, which I did for 8 years, and I went to different firms, very high profile litigation, including criminal, commercial, family.
Mm. Family is
No, it's horrid.
it's worse than the criminal one. I would say
Oh,
that.
much. And then going into, for instance, India, what we have in Canada, which is Indian residential school litigation. It doesn't exist anymore, but I was at the very start of that. And we spoke briefly earlier before we started talking more here, in that Canada has a history of colonization.
Okay.
Where British people came over and they colonized that country and they suppressed the indigenous peoples who lived there. Rightly, it was their land, and put them into schools and tried to eradicate not only their culture but them. And so then we can fast forward into where we are now in the country, and those people have decided that they have rights and that they shouldn't be suppressed. And so they sued the government of Canada.
Wow.
And so that was something that I was involved in as well for a number of years. And then, I was in environmental. I worked with all levels of government. As you mentioned previously, I have experience overseeing the police
Yeah.
and investigating.
Investigating.
Yes. And then working with environmental organizations, working with oil and gas, working with banking, creating a number of pieces of legislation, even writing the chief scientist legislation in one of the
Wow.
provinces that I was in. But even taking all of that, it's every tiny little choice that you make along the way that could have led you somewhere different, right?
True.
Each part of that is almost like you're living a different life, or you could have lived a different life. But all of those little experiences add up and they make you who you are. And for me anyway, I wouldn't change that. It doesn't matter whether the experiences were horrendous or lovely. I wouldn't change a single thing because I like who I am now. And that's the point in life at which you want to get, right?
Yes.